for me was when I woke up that night that this happened. I finally fell asleep, and when I woke up in the morning, I felt the sense that I needed help. So that connection with the inner happened, and I felt and I hear it from the inside. You need help, and the help felt the sense of look for a psychologist. And it came that way because up to this moment in my life, I always thought I didn't need help from anybody, and I did not have any other resource at that moment that could offer any help. And so that was the answer that came. And that very day, I went to the office and I went to the computer and looked for the psychologists in the area. And I found one that actually was had a good feedback. And I wrote the name on a paper. That day, I went to the cafeteria and I met a friend, and she started to tell me a story. Said, "Oh, my daughter is having some trouble and she's going to see this psychologist, who is a very good one." And that was the same name I have written on the paper. And then the very day, I met another person that, talking about something, mentioned the same doctor. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is clear. This is a synchronicity. And then I knew at that moment to talk to that doctor. And this, I went, and yes, it was incredible because he happened to be a very spiritual person. So when I met this doctor, I started to feel that sense of comfort, that I could share things, and he wasn't kind of going like, whoa. I even started to talk about spirits and all that, and he was very open-minded, and that helped a lot. And there was a moment and he asked me to write a list of sufferings. And I went on, okay, like, okay, let's write the list. But he said this was very cathartic. So I did the exercise. I wrote all the sufferings. I brought it to him. We read it together. And he said, including my 37 years of practice, I have never met anyone that has suffered this much and is mentally stable. There's many, many things that happened throughout the course of my life. And then that moment, that it just struck me so hard. And I just went, I just cried, and I said these words that I get many of us probably have asked to the universe, why me?